Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finals here of the TL Open number 2, and yes, I'm excited to cast this game. As you guys all know, I did cast the semifinals, or if you guys don't know, stop this video right now. In fact, I'll take my finger off this player's name so I don't cheat and reveal the names of the players, although you guys could just look at the top of this video and find out. It is the finals, so I did cast the semifinals. If you guys haven't seen it, go back and watch it. Go back and watch the semifinals. It was Select versus Og, it was Lalush versus Og, and Select versus somebody else. I forget who already. I think it was Soja. Yeah, that's what it was. And the winners of those games went on to play in a final match, and I'm casting that series right here, right now. So if you guys haven't stopped this video, then I'm just going to spoil it. It is Select spawning as the Terran, so he is going to be playing Terran. All right. I was actually really worried he was going to be playing Protoss this game. In fact, I was like, please don't play Protoss. I'm sick of Protoss versus Zerg. I want to see a Terran versus Zerg now. And indeed, Select. He's my man. He fills my wishes all day long, and he's going to be playing Terran. He spawned as a red Terran here at the 8:30, 9 o'clock position, something like that. And Lalush is going to be the blue Protoss all the way on the other side of the map. Good spawn for Lalush. And hey, both these guys obviously playing so well in this entire open tournament. They've gone so far, and we all just saw a glimpse of how well they can play in the last couple of games I casted where they did do the semifinals. So I'm looking forward to this cast. I don't know who's going to win. I haven't seen these games yet. I haven't seen the semifinals or anything. I have no idea what's going to happen. And I don't even know if this is a best of 3 or best of 5. So I'm completely clueless, just like you guys are, and I'm excited. This is going to be a great, awesome game. Lalush opening down with a 14 hatchery. He's going to be going hatch first. I think we saw him do this in a couple of games before, and this really allows you to get that second hatchery down, allows you to spread creep earlier, and with that hatchery getting down a little bit earlier, you do get a little bit extra larva production. I think just before a little bit better than getting a queen off of one hatch, at least for the first couple of larva cycles. Now, on the other side of the map, Lalush has gotten inside Select's base. He is going to see the supply depot, the barracks. He is moving the drone around and about. Drone running away from the SCV. Good play from Select, getting that SCV right on the drone so it doesn't kill off and delay any of his buildings. Meanwhile, we have a drone chasing an SCV over here, so we have one chase on this side and another chase on the other side. Both players losing 2 harvesters as a result. And Lalush is going to be getting his extractor down right on 17 or so, so he is getting a somewhat later gas than most Zerg players typically do against Terran. I really do think that getting speed boost right away is so important against Terran, because you never know when you're going to be facing off against Reapers, and you need Speedlings to deal with Reapers, and Speedlings are great throughout the entire game against Terran. And it looks like we are going to be seeing Hellions, barracks and factories swapping off, kissing in the air, and then they're going to swap off that add-on, and now we're going to see reactored Hellions coming out of the factory. Good opening, very standard for Terran players. Lalush still doesn't have his speed taken away. In fact, he's going to be going for Roach Warren right away, and he's going to get Roaches to deal with the Hellions. So I do like that. Roaches, of course, they're great against Hellions, no doubt about it. But one thing that Lalush will have to be careful about is not allowing the Hellions to sneak up his ramp. He should get a queen here, maybe block it off with Roaches, and he should be able to hold off the natural quite well. First 2 Hellions on the way, checking the watchtower, and then they're going to move right into the natural. Here they go. 4 Roaches on the production tab for our Zerg player. Select finishing off his wall off, so the Zergling will not be able to get in and get the scout off, but it doesn't matter. Lalush sees that there are Hellions inside his base. Where are his Roaches? His Roaches aren't in range. 3 drones trying to run off and microing away. Good control from Lalush. He has not lost a single drone yet, but there we go. Just as I said, it kind of jinxed the Zerg player. He loses 1 drone, but that could have been a lot worse. He could have lost a couple more drones than just 1. And good control from Lalush, keeping his drones alive, microing them out of harm's way. But now there are 4 Hellions on the field. Lalush does have 4 Roaches though, so he should be able to defend against any kind of Hellion pressure. Meanwhile, Select getting a starport back inside his base. He is going to be getting a dropship. We might be seeing some drop play with this dropship. I would imagine possibly Marines. Maybe he might just try to bulk up, maybe drop off a tank or something. Who knows? definitely a lot of possibilities. Oh, he could just drop off the Hellions, obviously. And right now, Lalush trying to get his Overlord in, but good patrol from Select, getting a Marine to patrol the outside perimeter of his main. All too often, Terran players don't do this. But when you do, you can block off all the Overlord sack scouting. And I don't think the Overlord is going to see the Tech Lab, so it's not going to see the Banshee. Oh, it sees the Tech Lab, but he did not see the Starport, so all he saw was the Tech Lab. Doesn't quite know what it is. And here we go, dropship ferrying in the 4 Hellions. Gonna launch a volley of fire, killing off one of the drones, killing off a second drone. Big losses right now. Chaos inside the Zerg main. He's trying to get all of his drones out of harm's way, but he's lost about 3 or 4, and he kills off 2 Hellions. Not a good trade for our Zerg player. Lalush now considerably behind. He lost quite a few drones there, and there's still 2 Hellions chilling right here inside his base. Keep in mind, Lalush does not know about the Banshee coming out. Is there cloak on the way? No, there's not on the production tab. Oh, the dropship could go down, but the Queen? No, but the Queen steps off of creep and is not going to be able to pick off that medevac. The medevac just barely escaping out of there with 30 health. And now Select is going to be getting a command center down, so he is starting to gear up towards a more mid-game oriented macro style. But this is very typical of most Terran versus Zergs. Open up with as much harass as you can. Don't let the Zerg player out-macro you, because then you're just going to lose, as we've seen so many Zergs do against most players. They just out-macro, and then it's a pretty quick GG. Lalush still is getting a lot of drones, so 37 over 31, so he's still got more harvesters than his counterpart Terran player. Select, of course, does have map control at this point in the game. One Roach making its way out, just gonna spider crawl its way towards the front door of Select. Select throwing up a preemptive bunker. He's gonna try to secure that natural expansion. Banshee is out, but we don't have cloak. 2 Banshees are out right now. This could be very deadly. 2 Banshees are able to pick off a Queen. In fact, I think, yeah, 1 Banshee can kill off a Queen. So Lalush right now is going to need at least 4 Queens to deal with these Banshees. 3 maybe would be able to hang with the 2 Banshees. But Select is coming in here. Meanwhile, Hatchery morphing down at the 3rd expansion for Select. Excuse me, for Lalush. Select rounding about with his 2 Banshees, gonna try to do as much damage as he can. Lalush realizing that there is enemy air inside his airspace, and they are starting to kill off the drones. How many drones are gonna go down? 33 under 41. The Terran player needs to kill off as many drones as he possibly can. 1 Queen running back is possibly gonna kill off the Banshee, but good control from Select, bringing back the weakened Banshee out of harm's way, and this guy is gonna get 4 drone kills before hightailing it out of there. Very good control. Oh, meanwhile, Lalush coming in here with his Overlord, using contamination on the factory to delay this powerful mech unit, any mech unit that could come out of the factory, and it looks like it is siege tanks. So Select is focusing down on getting mech units. He's trying to get as much siege tanks as he can to deal with the roaches, but a good contamination is gonna